Hey there, science fans! Today we're taking a trip down memory lane to revisit a device that once dominated the world of communication, the pager. Remember those? Before smartphones took over, pagers were the go-to gadgets for staying connected on the go. The earliest versions of pagers emerged in the 1950s. These early devices were primarily used by doctors and other medical professionals. They needed a way to be reachable for emergencies, even when away from the office. It wasn't until the 1980s and 1990s that pagers really took off. They became a ubiquitous symbol of the fast-paced, always connected lifestyle. Pagers were everywhere. Doctors, lawyers, business people, everyone seemed to have one clipped to their belt or tucked away in their bag. The distinctive beep of a pager going off became a familiar sound in offices, restaurants, and even movie theaters. So how did these little devices work their magic, and why did they eventually fade from popularity? Let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of pagers. Get ready for a blast from the past. Pagers, also known as beepers, were marvels of simplicity and efficiency. They were small, lightweight devices designed for one primary purpose: to receive and display short messages. Most pagers fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. Their compact size made them easy to carry around wherever you went. Early pagers had a simple numerical display, showing only the telephone number of the person trying to reach you. As technology advanced, alphanumeric pagers emerged, capable of displaying short text messages. This made it possible to send more informative messages, such as call the office or meeting at 2 p.m. Pagers relied on one-way communication. This means that while you could receive messages, you couldn't reply directly from the device. To respond, you'd need to find a phone and call the number displayed on your pager. Later, two-way pagers hit the scene. These more advanced models allowed for limited two-way communication, enabling users to send pre-programmed responses or even short text messages. However, these devices were more expensive and less common than their one-way counterparts. Ever wondered how those messages magically appeared on your pager? The answer lies in the power of radio waves. Pagers operated on a wireless communication system that relied on a network of radio transmitters. These transmitters were strategically positioned to provide coverage over a wide geographical area. When someone wanted to send you a page, they would call your pager number. This number was unique to your device and linked to the paging network. The paging service would then transmit a radio signal containing your pager's unique code in the message. Your pager constantly listened for signals on a specific radio frequency assigned to it. When it detected a signal containing its code, it would decode the message and display it on the screen. This entire process happened remarkably quickly, ensuring that you receive messages almost instantaneously. The use of radio waves enabled pagers to work over long distances, making it possible to stay connected even when you were miles away from home. It was a simple yet effective system that revolutionized communication. As paging technology evolved, different types of pagers emerged to cater to specific needs. Numeric pagers, the most basic type, displayed only numbers. These were popular for simple notifications, such as receiving a phone number to call back. Alphanumeric pagers took things a step further by allowing for short text messages. This made them more versatile, enabling users to receive more detailed information. For example, a doctor could receive a page with a patient's name and room number. Voice pagers added another layer of functionality. These devices allowed users to listen to short, recorded voice messages. This feature was particularly useful for receiving urgent messages that required more context than a text message could provide. Finally, two-way pagers emerged as the most advanced type. These allowed for limited two-way communication, enabling users to send pre-programmed responses or even short text messages. However, they were more expensive and less common than their one-way counterparts. Section 5. Essential tools in critical moments. Pagers revolutionized communication in various fields, particularly those where instant and reliable messaging was critical. In the medical field, pagers became indispensable tools for doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals. They allowed hospitals and clinics to contact them quickly in case of emergencies or when their attention was required. Emergency services, such as police departments, fire stations, and ambulance services also relied heavily on pagers. Pagers provided a reliable way to alert first responders to emergencies and dispatch them to the scene. Their ability to function in areas with limited cell phone coverage made them essential for emergency communication. Businesses also embraced pagers as a way to stay connected with employees on the go. Salespeople, executives and other professionals who were frequently out of the office could be reached quickly and discreetly without the disruption of a ringing phone. Pagers were also invaluable in remote locations where traditional phone lines were unavailable or unreliable. Construction workers, park rangers, and others working in isolated areas could stay connected with their teams and receive important updates. Section 6. The power of simplicity and reliability. Pagers may seem outdated by today's standards, but they offered several advantages that made them incredibly popular in their heyday. One of their biggest strengths was their simplicity. Pagers were incredibly easy to use, even for those who weren't tech-savvy. Unlike early cell phones, which were notoriously bulky and complex, pagers were small, lightweight, and had very few buttons. This made them intuitive to operate, even for users unfamiliar with the technology. You didn't need to navigate complicated menus or worry about accidentally making a call. Another major advantage was their reliability. Pagers used a robust radio signaling system that was less susceptible to interference and dropouts than early cellular networks. This meant that messages were more likely to be delivered successfully, even in areas with spotty cell phone coverage. Pagers also boasted impressive battery life. Unlike cell phones, which often required daily charging, pagers could run for days or even weeks on a single battery. This was a major advantage for professionals who relied on their pagers for critical communications and couldn't afford to have their devices die at an inopportune moment. Perhaps the most significant advantage of pagers was their ability to deliver instant notifications. When a message came through, you knew it immediately. The distinctive beep of a pager going off was a universal sign to stop what you were doing and pay attention. Section 7. The inevitable march of technology. Despite their many advantages, pagers eventually succumbed to the relentless march of technology. As cell phones became more affordable, compact, and feature-rich, they began to chip away at the pager's dominance. The rise of text messaging, in particular, dealt a significant blow to the pager industry. Text messaging offered a more convenient and versatile way to communicate, allowing for two-way conversations and the ability to send longer messages. Cell phones also offered a growing array of features that pagers simply couldn't match, such as voice calls, internet access, and even cameras. The decline of paging infrastructure further accelerated the pager's demise. As cell phone networks expanded and improved, the need for dedicated paging networks dwindled. Companies that once operated paging systems began shutting them down or repurposing them for other uses. The writing was on the wall. Pagers, once ubiquitous symbols of connectivity, were rapidly becoming relics of a bygone era. Section 8. From beepers to smartphones, a changing landscape. The shift from pagers to cell phones marked a profound change in the way we communicate. Cell phones liberated us from the limitations of one-way messaging and opened up a world of possibilities for staying connected. No longer were we confined to receiving short, often cryptic messages. We could now engage in real-time conversations, share photos and videos, and access information instantly from the palm of our hands. Smartphones, the evolutionary descendants of cell phones, took this connectivity to a whole new level. With their powerful processors, high-resolution displays, and access to a vast library of apps, smartphones have become indispensable tools for modern life. We use them for everything from checking email and browsing social media to shopping online and navigating traffic. The rise of smartphones has undoubtedly transformed the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. However, it's worth acknowledging that this shift has come at a cost. The constant connectivity offered by smartphones can be overwhelming, leading to information overload and a blurring of boundaries between our personal and professional lives.